tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Mexico City Diablos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Mexico City Diablos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 32 that time. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. That's out to the left flat and complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terron Johnson able to pick it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
14. Browns, nothing. Tyler Bass sets.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right.
Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now back to throw.
And 7.
His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
To throw now in his own end zone. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Diablos 21, Browns nothing. Tyler.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Tre'Davious White. The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So they bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Browns.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. The 20, 10, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Diablos 28, Browns nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we... And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, thighs, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back now in Mexico City. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out left. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Browns nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Get it? I think so, yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
It's second down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Oh, wide open, complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep. It got his man complete. The 30, past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Browns 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Grant Delpit in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now it's